Hello, my name's Simi. My name is Simrat Kordasanj. I go by Simi. I have my paper here filled with notes, as you guys can tell, for ECED 303, and it will continue on from there. I just have a couple tips at the bottom. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay as well. Turn the wrong side. My bad. Sorry. So, this is for ECED 303. The video is no more than 5 minutes. If it does go on, I do apologize. First step is to introduce myself. My name is Simi. I am a student at Brandman University. Previously, I'd gone to Modesto Junior College, which is a junior college nearby. I went there for quite a while. It took me a long time to finally decide to work with kids. My professional journey so far, I've worked with kids from my first job. My family was supportive of me working with children in the long run as a career. However, they said that it's just like going into business. Maybe you should get a job behind the register before you just run into something. So my first job was at an after-school program. I worked there for a year. Then I worked at in-shape health clubs and the kids club because I needed something with much more flexibility. And I worked there for 3 to 4 years until I quit there. And then after that, I started as a professional paraprofessional, which is my third question that I had been asked to cover, which covers work and the field experience. And the experience that I've had so far is both including Modesto Junior College. We had observation hours for 2 to 3 months. It was very hands-on Monday through Thursday, from what I believe. It was Monday through Thursday, from what I recall. And we had to observe the children, work hands-on every day. Had to observe them, sit with them, talk to them, everything. Learn more about them and learn what they were progressing on, and if they did need progression anywhere else. So then we would go tell the master teacher. Also work in the field experience for my long-term goals. For the goals for my career, now we'll cover both 3 and 4. I work as a paraprofessional now, so currently it's with 4th graders. However, I started about 3 years ago, and oh no, 4 years ago. Oh my gosh. So I started 4 years ago, and I work as a para, so I started off with 1st graders. It went first and second my second year, then 3rd, and now currently 4th graders. So goals for my career is to become a teacher as well. I went to work with K through 3rd. Long-term goals is I went to work with administration, and because I've been told that you feel more like a puppet because you are under someone else, instead I'd like to become a college professor in the long run. Hopefully by then my future kids will be, in school where I can have more flexibility. Don't have kids yet, sorry. Excuse me. I do not have kids yet, so don't mistake that. Sorry, I worded it weird. Okay, so next we're told to select a statement. The following statement that I will repeat to you is one that I do agree with. The statement states toddlers with large vocabularies have them because their parents purposefully taught them these words. So as an example is my nephew. His name is Veer. His mom is a housewife / housemaker. She has worked with him one-on-one. So right now he is 2. He's soon to be 3 years old, so 36 months in December. So now he's about 32? Yeah, if my math says correctly. So every day for about a few months at a time, she would teach him what words mean, what he wants, if he wanted food, but she would teach him in a sentence. She said it did take a while. I see her quite often, but it was something that, say, if it was food, she's repeating this for 2-3 days at a time, making sure that she's not bombarding him with, which actually goes into our tips later on. So it is one that I agree with. That's due to more personal experience. I also have some tips that we can cover, so we can have some, not just proof off of it, but help someone else hopefully agree with that statement as well. So say someone that doesn't have as much experience and may not know much about it, hopefully they will agree too, or also see that perspective when I do give them my tips. I will also provide the link underneath my video in the discussion, so you guys are more than welcome to see the article. So the tips: follow the child's leads and emphasizing words. You're emphasizing each and every word. If I'm saying brick, I'm saying brick numerous times, but I'm not just using one tone. I'm using different tones, a very happy tone, so we can count the bricks, so we can feel the bricks, say the color of the bricks. No matter what, we're saying this over and over again, but we're emphasizing it. That's number 1. Number 2, children need to hear the words several times before use. So this goes back into personal experience where the mother where the mother would repeat the words for 2-3 days at a time, making sure that the child understood what it meant to want food, that they were hungry, they were not just saying food just to say it. And number 3 is do not bombard the children with words. This also goes into you don't want to say it for just one whole entire day. You're saying this word over several days over time, so that way the child does understand it, and they understand that I'm not just saying food to say food because you have food in your hand, but she wanted him to say it because he was hungry. So instead of bombarding him, she said that instead we can extend the days and help him understand what he wants instead of crying or instead of whining. Number four, help the child understand what each word means. Again, we're going back into helping them understand, not bombarding, and hearing that word numerous times. So you help the child understand what it means by really giving them the time that you're hungry, that's when you want food. You're not just saying food because I have food on my plate, but what about yours? Are you hungry or are you whiny just to be whiny? There's no other reason. So she did help him understand that. Again, that's coming from personal experience. Actions speak louder than words is number 5. Number 5 again is actions speak louder than words. So this again was mealtime. It was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She was using food. Again, we're going to use that as an example. Food is used more. I want food. I am hungry. She would repeat those 2 sentences in particular to help him know that this is what's going on. Right now is breakfast, so we're hungry. We're going to eat. Again, so when I translate that, it's actually coming from my home language, which is Punjabi, into English. And our Punjabi language for children is actually a little bit easier than saying it in English. So, yeah, those are the 5 tips that we covered. I also wanted to state one of the other statements that stood out to me, which was infants and toddlers learn language naturally. I have 2 different cases with that, 2 nephews. One did learn it naturally. The other, mom worked with him one-on-one. However, naturally doesn't always come naturally. It can come more as where the child does need the vocabularies because, back to my previous statement, the toddlers need that vocabulary to be purposefully taught from, how to use their words. So I thought that both of those can go hand in hand. It depends again what environment they're in and how they're being taught those words. Are they being bombarded? Is it being repeated? Are they emphasizing the words? Anything like that. So I feel like those 2 statements can go hand in hand. Again, it just depends on the background of the child and what their environment looks like. So I really hope, I'm so sorry, I know this video was taken outside. It's because, as you can tell, I'm at Starbucks. Maybe you guys can tell. I'm at Starbucks, needed good Wi-Fi. So these are my notes I covered. I really hope that it helped everyone. I also tried to list everything in hopes that I didn't have too much information, but I listed it to make sure everybody understands what's going on. Thank you. Bye.